So today we're going to be doing the modification guide for the Nerf Slingstrike, which should be a ton of fun. The blaster itself was a very big surprise in terms of its overall performance and kind of fun factor. I'm still not a big believer in this handle. We might do something about that. And then in addition to that, this is going to be predominantly a lock removal series of modifications, because the inability to dry fire a blaster that is super goofy and a lot of fun is really kind of a raw deal. So I'm going to get to work on that, but first we're going to have to break it down. Alright, so getting inside your Slingstrike is a little bit tricky. For the sake of being able to open the blaster, I find that it helps to remove the slingshot portion and de-string it. Now, that's a rather Herculean task, especially if you're a smaller child, so I highly recommend, if you're very young, getting somebody to help you with this step. Or, if you do decide to undertake it yourself, you can do what I did, and I used pliers to open this up, to pull this out, and then I also used pliers wedging them inside between here and here to pry open, to pop that seal, because you're essentially disengaging this portion here from this clip, which has a hook in it and is just very, very tough. Now, once you've done that, you can come in and remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Phillips head screws, and then the blaster should just open up butterfly style. You see that this is a rather important sled as it pushes the darts, and then this is the lock. This is the only lock that I would be concerned about. I'd actually leave this post because it serves to guide elite darts. If you want to fire slugs with yours, or any kind of Stefan homemade dart, or old school streamlines, feel free to remove this as well, but I kind of like the running rail. This piece is essential, this piece is optional, and then these pieces here being the primary portion of the lock, and then here being the portion that prevents it from pulling back, definitely need to go. So I'm going to scrap this and this, then I'm actually going to put it back together. It's as simple as that. The second part of this mod is going to be removing this waffle pattern here by adding a leather grip. This is just not very comfortable to grip on anybody's hand, especially if it's larger, and I intend to remove that by doing a Celine pistol style leather wrapping, and I've done a video on that before, so I'm just going to do it and kind of show you how I laced it up afterwards. So this is the finished modded Nerf Elite Slingstrike. It isn't much of a performance increase because I did not come in and replace this elastic. You would be more than welcome to do so in your own modifications, but the Slingstrike seemed very balanced power-wise as far as I was concerned, and I didn't think that it was necessary. So the obvious things that have been done are, it has a lock removal so that you can fire it with a dart in it, and also without a dart in it. There's no real advantage to that, but I hate locks and I don't like that they cause more frequent jams or issues. Plus, it's just a goofy blaster, and I think that it's fun to not have any restrictions on it. Now, in addition to that, I have come in and made it more comfortable to use the blaster for long periods of time by adding a full black leather grip with using black leather thong as a lacing back here. And I think I might have switched my pattern halfway. No, I didn't switch my pattern. The holes are just a little bit uneven. But now the blaster is much more comfortable to grip and use, and it's just a lot of fun. So I am going to be selling this modified blaster from the guide on my eBay store, and you are welcome to check that out in the description box below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. That's been my modified Nerf Slingstrike with lock removal and added leather grip. Not too much going on here, but hopefully it was entertaining nonetheless.